There were numerous secondary explosions taking place in that building. There were continuous explosions.
Just minutes after the blast, Hayes is in the first helicopter over the scene, included a rooftop escape. True, after the 1990 in history, everything was different.
There are high-rise fires, and then there are 9/11. Hundreds of thousands of pounds of jet fuel as an accelerant to the fire. Multiply the heat factor. Something that helicopters don't like is heat. So now you've got the worst of all possible situations playing themselves out.
One of the first calls I got was from people on the ground calling us to immediately check the roof. I said there was a corner from where the wind was blowing from that was partially open, but it was still covered in smoke, and there was numerous obstructions. I said, Pat, this is impossible. This is undoable. I can't see the roof.
Yet still, one police chopper tries repeatedly to get into position to land or drop someone in, but it can't.
People may have in their mind's eye a view of this pristine roof. Salvation fire.
Hayes and his crews circle the towers, desperate for an opportunity, unaware they're in grave danger just being in the air.
Of course, I felt it was going to impact our aircraft. So we climbed, he went underneath us, and next thing I knew, I watched it impact the south tower.
But Hayes says the most wrenching feeling for him is knowing people are trapped, people he can't reach. You could look in the windows, you could see people.
You're responsible now for 6 people on board that aircraft. I can't make the decision for 6 other lives and 6 other families.
Because if there's any way you could have, when you were looking at those...
Aboard my helicopter, if that helicopter, God forbid, falls to the ground, you have to say, we have to weigh the options and say, you know what, this isn't going to work. We're going to...
Hang around the World Trade Center that morning. Did you ever see people on the roof?
No, never. We looked. The south tower was totally obscure. We get there with these millions of dollars of equipment, and there was absolutely nothing we could do, because it was nothing. We couldn't get to that roof. We couldn't...
It's gone! The whole tower!
And then, the final shock for the pilots.
The other one's gonna go!
So close, and yet, as the towers came down, despite all their training, all their courage, all they could do was...
We're about to hold those towers down.